What's happening, you guys? TJ Harmon here on YouTube, overrated_route on Twitter. This is week number 2 of my NFL Weekly Picks for the 2016-2017 NFL season. Let's get right straight to my week 2 picks. Week 1, I went 9-7, which I could have been better, but stupid me forgot to change my pick from the Redskins to the Steelers and to the Rams to the 49ers last night. Of course, I probably would have been 11-5 this week instead of 9-7. Alright, let's get with my week 2 picks. We start with the Thursday night game. The New York Jets 0-1 against the 0-1 Buffalo Bills. Two teams losers last week. The Bills loses to the Ravens. The Jets a tight loss to the Bengals. Tell you to take the Bills -3 over the Jets in Buffalo on Thursday night. Sunday, a ton of games. We got the New Orleans Saints going against the New York Giants. Giants beat the Cowboys by 1 on Sunday afternoon in Dallas. And the Saints a tough loss to the 1-0 Oakland Raiders. I'm going to Giants over the Saints in the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We got the Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Redskins. Both teams are 0-1. Cowboys is losers to the Giants. The Redskins blowout losers to the Steelers. Cowboys will go 1-1, and the Redskins will go 0-2, and they'll be the winners over the Redskins at FedEx Field. The Miami Dolphins are going to face the New England Patriots. The Patriots, Jimmy Garoppolo, I got his name right. They went to Arizona and put a tightening in that Cardinals defense. They winners by 2 points, and the Dolphins a stunning loss to the Seattle Seahawks, in which the Dolphins had the lead. I don't have no confidence in Miami in this game at all. This could be even a blowout. I'm telling you to take the New England Patriots -7.5 over the Dolphins at Gillette Stadium. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the road facing the Pittsburgh Steelers in an AFC North showdown. Both teams are 1-0. The Bengals winners to the Jets, and the Steelers blowouts to the Redskins, as I mentioned to you before. Ben Roethlisberger's got weapons. The only weapon he don't have is Le'Veon Bell because he is suspended, and Martavis Bryant, who's also suspended. It's not going to matter. They didn't need them last night. They don't need them in this game, which is going to be a close one. But Antonio Brown and A.J. Green are going to have a showdown between wide receivers. Andy Dalton, Ben Roethlisberger, they always give you a show, and they're going to give us another one. Steelers winners in this game over the Bengals. It's going to be a tight one. The San Francisco 49ers, 1-0. Yes, they're going to the Carolina Panthers in a game which Cam Newton, in that loss to the Denver Broncos, got hit at least 3 times in the helmet, and the NFL did not say anything about that. Lucky he didn't have a concussion in that game or whatever. I think that game last night was totally a fluke because Blaine Gabbert, he doesn't win games he knows he's supposed to win. I don't have confidence in that 49ers team. Even though they beat a team like the Rams, who cares? It shut them out. They beat them. You know what? Let me take that back. The Rams beat the 49ers in preseason, but could not beat them last night. That's because Jared Goff, who was inactive, didn't play. If he played, it would have been a different story, but what the hell? The Niners 1-0 right now. They're going to be 1-1 because the Panthers are not going to lose 2 straight games. Not to those 49ers and Chip Kelly. Big Eagle right now, who don't believe in time management or time of possession, please. Panthers all day in Carolina on Sunday. Count on that. The Baltimore Ravens are facing the Cleveland Browns. Each team is at each other because this is another AFC North battle. I believe the Ravens, they're going to put a win on this one because Robert Griffin III for the Browns was placed on injured reserve today over that injured shoulder that he has. Josh McCown will probably likely start for the Browns, and they may have to get another quarterback. We shall see. But the Ravens will be winners on the road against the Browns on Sunday. The Tennessee Titans are traveling to the Detroit Lions. The Lions are 1-0. They beat the Indianapolis Colts in not a convincing fashion, but in shocking fashion. They were trailing the Colts 35-34, and they kicked a field goal to win that game. Can you believe that? To win that game, and then the Colts end up having a safety. It turned out to be a 39-35. Titans should have had that game over the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, but they failed. And don't know what DeMarco Murray and Marcus Mariota were thinking about in that game. And I think they're going to have a ton of trouble with the Detroit Lions defense. Detroit is for real, you guys. Matthew Stafford is starting to make that comeback. Even without Calvin Megatron Johnson dancing with the stars now, the Lions are going to prove to the NFC North that they are in this to win this. The Lions are going to go 2-0 and beat the Titans at Ford Field. The Kansas City Chiefs are traveling to Houston to face the Texans. This is the same squad who were in the AFC wildcard game where the Chiefs blew out the Texans in Houston 30-0. No game like that will happen. Alex Smith came from behind. Chiefs came from behind after trailing 24-3 against the Chargers and come back to win it. Can you believe it? Alex Smith with a run touchdown in overtime. The Houston Texans, they were winners as well. Lamar Miller making a lot of noise as running back. With Arian Foster going to the Miami Dolphins. Whoopee! Texans, I think, is going to make a statement in this game. They're in this to win this as well. I think Bill O'Brien is going to give this Texans a 2-0 lead in their division. And I'm going to tell you to take the Texans in an upset to beat the Chiefs in Houston. We got the Seattle Seahawks in a late game to face the Los Angeles Rams. Rams, of course, blowout losers to the 49ers. I think that game was a fluke. And the Seahawks come from behind, win over the Miami Dolphins in the Great Northwest. This is going to be the Seahawks all day in this one. Casey Keenum, they may have to get another quarterback because I have no confidence in that guy. Seahawks all day in Los Angeles. The Rams are going to go 0-2. Jared Goff need to get himself back into shape because this is the same NFL analyst who says that he is NFL ready. Give him a chance. They didn't think Carson Wentz was NFL ready, but you see where that's going. Seahawks all day in Los Angeles over the Rams. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing the Arizona Cardinals. The Buccaneers 1-0 beat the Falcons in convincing fashion, even though the Falcons did make a comeback but still lost by a touchdown. Arizona Cardinals, a tough loss to the Patriots on Sunday night. Even Larry Fitzgerald, who's going to retire at the end of the season, got his 100th touchdown of his illustrious career. I see him get another touchdown or two and maybe get some help from John Brown and the rest of that crew, Dave Johnson. Oh, yeah. Carson Palmer, he had a bad game, but I don't see this Cardinals team losing 2 straight games at home. But don't be surprised because Jameis Winston can throw the football, as you saw. Mike Evans, Doug Martin. Oh, my heavens. What else can I tell you? This is going to be a tight game. I'm going to tell you to take the Cardinals. -6.5 over the Buccaneers in Arizona. Tempe, Arizona, that is. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to face the San Diego Chargers. Both teams are 0-1. Jaguars loses to the Packers by 4 points. And the Chargers just had a blowout win turned into a blowout lead turned into a loss. Keenan Allen, of course, the wide receiver is the running back is out for the season, torn ACL. Best wishes on the speedy recovery for him for next season. But Phillip Rivers can still throw the football. He can still throw the football. You hear me? Jacksonville, Brandon Bortles, he's a good quarterback. I was playing somebody on Madden 17 today. That man can throw a ball. But Jaguars can give the Chargers some trouble. But I think, the Chargers are going to get this one in San Diego on Sunday over Jacksonville. The Atlanta Falcons are facing the Oakland Raiders. 1-0, silver and black, doing what they had to do to beat the Saints. in convincing fashion by 2 points. And 1 point, I beg your pardon. In the Atlanta Falcons, of course, tough loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Derek Carr and company, they are for real. This could be not a blowout, but a tight game, which could be Gronkowski kicking a game-winning field goal. I think I said that last week. I'm going to say it this week. Raiders are going to be 2-0 as they beat the Falcons. Julio Jones, I don't know if he's playing this week. He did hurt himself. Did he come back? I'm not sure. But I have no confidence in the matter with the Falcons. Devontae Freeman, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to cover that Raiders defensive squad there. Oakland, I'm going to tell you to take -3.5 over the Falcons at the Bay. We got the Indianapolis Colts at the Denver Broncos. Broncos, of course, 1-0 as they beat the Panthers. And the Colts 0-1 as they lose to the Lions. I take Trevor Siemian in this one. Colts have never seen him before. The Colts are going to have problems with this quarterback. And don't forget the defense on that defending champions of the Broncos. I'm going to tell you to take Denver, this time at home, to beat the Colts. And the Sunday night game is the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings. Packers winners over the Jaguars and the Vikings winners over the Titans. Let me just go off the bat and say Sean Hill, no way. Green Bay, all day in Minnesota over the Vikings. Don't be surprised Sam Bradford comes in this game because, like I said, Sean Hill, no sense in the world. And Adrian Peterson may have problems with that Packer defense. We shall see. Packers over the Vikings in Minnesota. And on Monday Night Football, it's the Philadelphia Eagles at the Chicago Bears in Chi-Town. Eagles 1-0 as they blew away the Cleveland Browns in Philadelphia, and the Bears tough loss to the Texans in Houston. Carson Wentz, who people say is not really ready to be an NFL quarterback, he showed us and showed you guys that he looks like he is going to be that quarterback for Philadelphia. Finally, we have a quarterback, guys. If he beats the Bears, finally we have a quarterback here. As long as the Eagles' offensive line keeps him from being sacked or giving the ball away, man, this is going to be a astounding whiz kid of a quarterback. Better than Goff, better than Simeon. We'll see what happens. The Bears, meanwhile, of course, losers. Jay Cutler, I'm not even going to tell you anything about him because no sense in telling what the Bears are going to do. No Matt Forte. They just need a lot of help right now. Jeffrey Alshon, he may be the only threat that the Eagles will have to look out for because he can catch and run the football. But Carson Wentz's numbers: 22 for 37, 278 yards, no interceptions, 2 touchdown passes. Man, I think the Eagles have magic coming to them in Chicago. The Bears always seem to beat them on Monday Night Football, but I'm going to tell you to pick the Eagles. Not even an upset. It's not even an upset game, but it's upset because you got a rookie over a veteran quarterback. The Eagles, I'm going to tell you to take -6.5 over the Bears in Chicago on Monday Night Football. Those are my Week 2 pick, boys and girls, children of all ages. Thanks so much for watching. My YouTube Prognosticators numbers are down there at the bottom of this page. You can check them out as well. Shoutouts to Andrew Warren, Chris Ryan, and Stephen Coleman, my YouTube Prognosticators this week. I'm TJ Hunter here on YouTube, _it_Brown on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me here and as well on my Twitter page at _Brown. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys back here next week for Week